Hey Cancer, welcome to your reading for November 2022. My name is Shay. Let's go ahead and get into these cards. Quick astro tip: if you want some accuracy, check your rising sign first, then your sun and your moon. And if it don't apply, let it fly. So let's go ahead and hop right into these cards. Any messages for my Cancers in November 2022? What does Cancer need to know about November 2022? The Hermit. How fitting. The Three of Wands, upright, scrumph in reverse. Taking time alone, needing to be alone, having to be alone is almost, and I don't mean physically like with people. I'm getting a message of like in preparation. So it's almost like if you live too far from other people, it's something like that may be happening. What does Cancer need to know about their November 2022 Ace of Wands? What message do you have for Cancer in November 2022? Oy. The Hanged One. Almost in waiting, Cancer. Any messages for my Cancer? Ooh. Six of Pentacles. Oot, oot, oot. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, Cancer, so I'm getting kind of like a split message or multiple messages. So for Harmony, like I said earlier, some of you could be coming into a period where you feel like you need kind of time alone, inner reflection, time away from like everything and everyone, almost the busyness of life. And again, this can be intentional or it can kind of be in preparation, because I do sense that there is some waiting happening. So you can be waiting for the next phase of your life, waiting for, in some cases, I don't know, some type of change to happen in your family or something of that nature, change to happen in your location. So it's almost like winter season. Like, okay, we shutting down for a little bit, right? On the other hand, though, let's say that's not happening for you and there's no change coming that you're actually aware of and waiting on. This can be a little bit of spiritual clarity. I feel like for some of you, you may kind of get a download, get some wisdom from somewhere, or you are feeling wiser these days, like you learn your lesson in some way, and so now you're going about applying it, right? Now you have that clarity, you kind of know what you do and don't want, and you're trying to move forward in some fashion, whether that's literally or just, okay, I'm not going to deal with this type of behavior anymore, so moving on type of thing. But that's bringing up some fear. That's whatever this is, whatever's going on with you, Cancer, is bringing up a little anxiety, a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of like worst case scenario every 5 minutes. Okay, what could go wrong? You know, like it's almost like an anxious preparation, but it's like, okay, you also kind of tripping. Okay, you're tripping just a little bit. You're tripping just a little bit. So it's almost like you're ready and you're waiting and you're good and you're cool and like you're ready for whatever comes, but you're also just a little bit anxious about how that looks and how it manifests itself. Somebody with a fire sign placement, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, could be important this month. There's a lot of wands here, but that means there's a lot of manifestation. So whenever you come out of this period, it's gonna be like fine wine. Like you've aged, you're better, you're greater, you know more. Like you're able to do better after this period. But I almost feel like, Cancer, you're aware that you need to back up a little bit. Like you need to take a step back. And this can also be new ideas too for those who have been sitting on some sort of a plan. You may be, or like some type of event or something that you've been wanting to do. You may be like finally putting the steps forward, but you're also kind of like not rushing anything. Shoes may be a big deal this month. Because I keep the shoes in this whole thing is like popping out to me. So whether you're being gifted shoes, taking, donating shoes, something about your feet, something about shoes may come up. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, but I'm just saying. Okay, and then there's also the Six of Pentacles. So there's some support coming in, whether it's people giving to you, almost like a gathering of sorts where people might be giving to you, or you have a service and people are, buying into your service. It could be anything like that, but you definitely are being supported in some way and being given to in some way, almost poured back into, which we love to see. And again, it doesn't have to be on a big scale like an event. For some of you, it could just be like, I didn't expect this person to help me or talk to me today, and they did, type of thing. Okay? And the screw came out. So let's see. What's going on in Cancer's relationships. Love and relationships for Cancer in November 2022. What does Cancer need to know about their relationships in November? Secrecy. Tucked away is what I just heard. What is Cancer? What does the zodiac sign Cancer need to know about their love and relationships in November 2022? Sorry, not sorry. This is zodiac sign Cancer needs to know about their love and relationships in November 2022. Flash from the past. Ooh, so many varying messages for this one, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna lay them out. Spitfire. I'm gonna just lay them out what I'm seeing. On one occasion, there's someone who is technically single, but they are dealing with some sort of situation with a past lover or just somebody they've been dealing with for a long time. And some things come out about them, some secrecy, some things they might have been hiding, and either they're not sorry about it or you're not sorry about responding to the situation. This could be you as well. Like you had a secret, you was doing something you ain't had no business, and you got caught, and that person don't care. That kind of, like, they don't care that they had to expose you or that they had a negative reaction to you or that they left you. There is a little bit of shamelessness here. So whatever was going on, whoever was doing it or whoever is exposing the other person or bringing it up to the other person does not care about how the thing is perceived. They just care about like justice. Almost is kind of how I feel. So there could be some friction going on. Somebody's harboring some type of hurt. And I do think that this is coming from maybe an affair or something that they were hiding. Maybe not being truthful for some of you. Okay. But on the other hand, on the flip side, if you are in a relationship, like a happy, healthy relationship, there are no problems, then it's almost like you guys are kind of tucked away and not sorry about it. Keeping things to yourself, keeping your problems to yourself, keeping everything within house. So it's almost like it's about you and your set, which is great. I just wonder if it's causing any friction in other areas. I wonder if it's either someone's being a little bit too compliant or like there's a problem and that's why you're keeping everything in house. Something like that is going on. But definitely being tucked away and kind of minding your business kind of vibes. Suspect some nostalgia, some old people coming back, some people you probably haven't talked to or something of that nature coming around and just there. I don't really sense like causing issues except for that first situation, but just kind of like people popping up, being around, something you ain't thought about popping up and playing a role, okay? There is some fun going on, being playful, modeling after others, whimsical, free spirits, stuff like that. This trying to fit in kind of thing that I'm seeing. And this may not be for you specifically, Cancer, but I feel like for some of you, someone is kind of a copycat. Whether they're copying you or you're copying them. And please understand that I'm saying that lightly. If it don't apply, let it fly. But I feel like there's someone maybe from your past who you grew up with or something like that you guys were very similar at one point, and like, or you were trying to be like this person, or maybe, you know, they're in your life now and you were trying to be like them, or they were trying to be like you. So some type of scenario like that comes up. Oh, and a child mirroring you as well. So careful about like the behaviors you display around your young ones, because they might be sponging that up. Okay, wrong deck. One for my relationship Cancers. Any other messages for my Cancers in their love and relationships in November? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type. And chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And like I said, so for that first scenario of like someone being freshly single or freshly done with somebody, keep an open mind about the type of relationship that you may come in. It may be more chemistry than the one that you just left. On the opposite end, for those who are in relationships, I want to say kind of lower expectation a little bit. I hate to say that, only because you may have a way of doing things, or like a way you want things done, and your partner may have a better idea of how to get something done. So keep an open mind about that, because then you'll realize like, oh, bae got it. Bae know what they doing. Okay, bae, like maybe I need to get out the way type of thing. Okay, clarity for my Cancers. Any messages for Cancers in their career and finances? What message do you have for Cancer in their career and finances? Make it clear, Spirit. What message do you have for my Cancers in their career and finances? Focus on your priorities. Dreams of abundance. What message do you have for my Cancers in November 2022? Wow. I'm going to go ahead and put that down. Declutter. Partnership. Seen that earlier. And mindset. Abundance mindset. Okay. So these are pretty cut and dry, Cancer. I'm not going to lie to you. With declutter and focus on your priorities, I feel like that may be your main priority right now. Whatever those are, whatever that looks like, that varies. So whether it's trying to get a new job, trying to prepare for something, save for something, it's almost like you're trying to like get things together, and you may be decluttering your schedule, decluttering your brain, decluttering your desk. It's like that's kind of the focus for you this month. You either are focusing on that or should be focusing on that. But I feel like you might be already focusing on that. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your mindset and the way that you talk to yourself this month, Cancer. You're like you want more and better, but you're also having like that's being followed up by a negativity with this Strength card, or followed up by like little rabbit brain where you keep like switching from task to task. Like focus on the goal. Focus on where you're trying to go and what you're trying to do, Cancer. And I'm straight channeling right now. Focus on your goal. If whatever you're planning with your career or whatever you're doing is not getting you where you're trying to go, it gotta go. Simple as that. And some of you may have a dream of making something that isn't making a lot of money right now into something that's making more money. Have faith in it. That's all I gotta say. For some of you, you could be coming into a union partnership with this business, with work, whatever the case may be. This can be as simple as a work project or somebody to work with you on something that you're trying to do. And also, this could be your partner. I get this kind of message of like combining funds for something. Like I feel like, couples do that automatically, but I get for some of you, like it's an intentional, like, hey, you pay for this, I pay for this, that type of thing. Like working together to make something happen. Okay, Cancer. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this reading up with something you may need to hear. What do my Cancers need to hear in November 2022? What does the zodiac sign Cancer need to hear in November? Ooh, put the effing phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. That's interesting. Especially with them saying the hermit mode message. Oh, I know the message. I know the message. Figure ish out on your own. This deck does curse y'all. Hold on. And take a shot. Don't take 12, take 1 or maybe 2. Move on. Essentially, for some of you, you're being influenced by the things that you're reading, by the things that you're seeing, by the things that you're seeing online. I know it's somebody out there like, no, I'm not. Hold on. Not intentionally, but it's something about what you're consuming that's influencing the way you think your life should be. So again, even if it's just a post you see or whatever, like you might be getting obsessed with something and thinking like this is the ideal, and it may be something that you aspire to, but don't compare where you are on your journey to that. Okay, you can figure out what it is that you want without having to model after that example per se. Like even if it inspires you, it doesn't need to become everything. But on a side note, if you are putting too much attention on social media, your phone, your tasks, like sitting them down for a second and just figuring things out. Okay, and then relax, take a shot or 2 and get it done. Okay, my love. And if you can't take a shot, like whatever your release is, okay? Thank you so much for watching this reading, Cancer. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below, and follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. Remember that I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.